So the Olympics ended this week, and I believe no one can argue that Rio threw an amazing party. But behind all that and that amazing event, there were some deep violations of human rights happening all over the city. First of all, it's important to know that historically, forced evictions were always connected to big events, not only in Rio but all over the world. Here it was not different. A lot of communities had to be removed to make the Olympic Boulevard that we showed in a previous video, to embellish the surrounding area of Maracanã, and to embellish the surrounding area of the Olympic Park. One of the biggest ones, the one that was our symbol, was called Vila Autódromo. During those first evictions, the mayor usually, not just the mayor, but the mayoral committee, they usually don't tell the people that they are being evicted. So the police, the guards, they just get there one day and they say, you need to leave your house, get your stuff and go. We're demolishing it. That's one of the biggest problems. The police perpetrates enormous violence against the people who resisted because they don't know they're being evicted. They didn't know it, they weren't ready for it. And we have had broken bones. We have had a woman with her nose broken. We have had dislocated members and, well, a lot of injuries were inflicted in those remotions. Another big problem, well, it's something that you probably have figured. The rich are never even asked to leave the place where they live. The only people who are evicted are the poor in already poor housing conditions, and they are removed, reallocated to a place that's really far from their previous homes and even farther from downtown Rio, which makes their lives very hard because they have to get more public transportation. They have to get more money from their jobs to take that public transportation. Kids, they don't have psychosocial support. So when they are evicted, they have to be relocated to new schools, a new environment, which makes them have their socializing abilities affected by that. Another big problem is that cultural and religious aspects of the communities are not respected. And usually the first places to be demolished are religious temples for African Brazilian religions, which is a big problem because those religions have already suffered so much discrimination here. And it just enhances that discrimination against them. And those people have nowhere else to profess their faith than those places that are now demolished. One important issue to talk about that I believe a lot of you are not familiar with is the police violence. This is a big thing here in Rio. The police is not violent to people in the streets, like, oh, and they kill them. No, it's not like that. Violence doesn't happen this way here. Violence happens usually with the poor people, with the homeless. So with the Olympics and with all, we've had more policemen coming to the city. The city is more secure, as the mayor likes to say. But for the homeless people, that's not actual safety because they're being removed when they're sleeping in benches or when they're trying to get something to eat or when they're begging for money to do whatever.
You have heard Ligia talk about many things, and well, I hope that by now your views on the Olympic Games have changed even a little bit. So you must be wondering, where's all that legacy that the Olympic Games are supposed to leave for our city? Well, of course, there have been some positive aspects, but that's not what we're here to talk about today, because we understand that the positive aspects do not come close to the size of the social debt we created because of these games.